Hi, it's Paul from Model Builder International. Don't forget to subscribe to the video channel. The link is down there. That way you get notified about future videos, and the videos we'll do are build videos, mostly product reviews, also a few competitions. Today we're going to have a look at a new book from Nuts and Bolts. This is volume 40 on the SD-KFZ234. Okay, so let's have a look, see what we get inside the book. This is volume 40 from Nuts and Bolts in a new format, which is pretty good. This is basically part 3 of this series on the SD-KFZ234. So we'll go through a couple of colour photographs there, they're quite rare. There's the table of contents. Development, technical description, production, tables of organisation, unit histories, camouflage markings, and basically lots of photographs in there as well. So we'll start off. I'll just go through. Everything is in German and English. The English translation is pretty good. I'm not going to have any problems with it. So it goes through, starting off with the introduction, the development. The different variants. There was 4 variants of this. The 234-1 with a 20mm gun, -2 with a 50mm gun, -3 with a 75mm artillery piece, and the -4 with a PaK-40, a 75mm anti-tank gun. So it goes through the different variants, technical description of the chassis. And this vehicle was it was pretty advanced for its time, and was probably better than anything else anybody else had built. So the chassis, technical specifications, more technical specifications of the 4 variants. It's black and white photographs throughout with captions in English and German. Descriptions of the armoured superstructure, the different turrets that were fitted to the vehicle for the 4 different versions. The armaments of the 4 different versions, goes through those. The radio equipment that was fitted inside, and pictures of that. And then the vehicle versus accessories, what was actually mounted on the mudguards on the different versions. 3 of the versions were pretty much the same. The 234-4 always had a completely different layout of items on its mudguards. There's a table showing you how many vehicles were accepted, and there's the same here as well, organised according to type. Then tables of organisation, how many of these vehicles would be in a unit. And this is the end of the war organisation. Deliveries to the various units. Then it goes through the unit histories of the vehicles that actually, the units that actually had these vehicles. Basically letting you know when they had them, which vehicles they had, so on. And again, like you see, there's lots of interesting black and white period photographs as you go through as well. These are all unit histories showing you when and where these units actually had the 234s. His table telling you the allocation of vehicles to the unit, basically when they received vehicles. Camouflage. There's factory camouflage, and then there's the camouflage differently at the front. Markings that were fitted, license numbers, the frontline trial that was carried out, and then various experience reports, Allied testing, so what the Allies thought of it as well, and obviously service after the war in the Czechoslovakian army, conclusion, and then going through some models of the kits. The Dragon 234-3, various kits that are currently available of the 234s. Bibliography, 38 primary sources of information. Then we get on to the contemporary photographs. Here's the trial vehicle, or trial vehicles, that were built for testing. And then onto the 234-1. There's nice photographs of the engine there. Photographs taken from manuals. And lots of good black and white photographs throughout. See the camouflage schemes. And there's lots of these. Internal details, periscope. Go on to the 234-2 now. Until with the 50mm gun. And if we go forward, as you can see, there's all sorts of ideas. Now onto the 234-3 with a 75mm artillery piece. And obviously this one's open to the elements, so it's going to be pretty cool in winter. 234-4 with the 75mm Pak 40 anti-tank gun. Again, open to the elements. And the 2.3, and there's some sort of one-off conversions that happened. On to 1/35th scale diagrams, so you can see exactly what is supposed to be where, and that's especially useful on the mudguards. There's the 234-1 early models as prototypes, and then there's the 234-1 late model, what that looked like. -2, -3. Basically everything here you can tell where everything's supposed to be, what it's supposed to look like. And there's all sorts of information in here, like the 234-4. There was it 3 filler caps, but only 2 will ever be used because one of them, the fuel tank wasn't actually fitted to the 234-4. So if you're doing modelling and weathering, you shouldn't have anything spilt around that particular filler cap. And there's proposed versions that were never actually put into production, with a triple machine gun turret, different 75mm anti-tank gun, and then on to colour profiles. Each of these colour profiles is made based on one of the black and white photographs you saw earlier. So as it says here, S58, if you turn to page 58, you'll see that photograph. And this is basically what it should look like in colour. So these are all pretty good references. So there's a prototype of the -2, so you can go through these. This is basically reconstruction of one of the 234s. And then on to the vehicles in museums. There's a 234-4 in the Munster Museum. Another one previous Fort Benning. So this go into lots of detail in this, internal and external, and you can actually get a good look at exactly where everything should be and what it should look like. Obviously they've had a bit of wear and tear, but you get some good ideas of details that you don't normally see. And there's everything you can think of here. There's a 234-3 in Bovington. Again, lots and lots of photographs. This will be a 234-1 turret. And part vehicles. There's the engine, the radios, modern photographs of them, artillery pieces, And there's a series of photographs of the 234 family built by Tony Greenland. They look pretty good kits, pretty good builds. So there's a 234-3 right to the very end on the last cover, and we got 209 pages in total. Basically, this is pretty much the definitive volume you need for, if you're looking at the STKFZ 234, this is the only book you need. It'll have all the details you can possibly want to know about it if you're building a kit of it. And pretty much even if you want to just read about it and research about it, everything you might need to know is in here. It's a really well detailed and really well researched book. And personally, I get my copies, bought some copies, and they've obviously sent some for review like this one. Buy mine directly from the Nuts and Bolts website. The link will be under the video. And many thanks to Nuts and Bolts for sending this along for us to have a look through.